Hey guys, it's me, Kevin. Welcome to another vlog. I've been a little sick and also really busy lately. That's why I haven't really posted a video for a while. Sorry about that. Today I'll tell you about. This is something I come across a lot. It's I don't know if I'm being mean here, but it's just like I question whether or not are people sometimes just purposely illiterate, or they just choose not to read and they like to make their life harder. So this vlog is about how people don't read signs or things like that. So at work, I notice these a lot of things in my part-time job, and it's amazing how some people just don't read. And this isn't stereotype to the people that are like having a language barrier or like have poor eyesight or stuff like that. It's more like the people who I know can read, can see, because I've seen them stare at my name tag before and they're just like, "Your name's Kevin," and I'm just like, okay. And half the time it's just I don't know what to make of it. It's unbelievable to me because I don't know how to relate, because I don't know what their position is, but for the most part it's just shocking. So like, for instance, sometimes it could be like every prescription, like medicine that you get, there's always a label that tells you how to take it. And then sometimes people are like, "How do I take it?" Right? And I just read it for them. And then they're like, "Oh, okay, I see." And then it's like, it just clicks instantly for them for some reason. I'm just like, you could have read that yourself. It's not like English is like it's not like they didn't understand English. I mean, where I'm from, there's a lot of Chinese people around here, but for the most part, the Chinese people even like, they make an effort to try, right? Even though they have a language barrier. But then the ones that aren't, it's just like, that have no language barrier, it makes no sense. So for instance, I literally took a shot of this at my work. And so there's a close sign that I have on one of the tills when I'm working the front. And it's amazing. I actually got a Sharpie and drew on it. And it's been like that for like a couple months now. And people still stand in front of this damn thing as if it's like, has no effect. I put it there for a reason, because my line of sight when I'm in the back, it's blocked by a humongous fridge, so I actually can't see them if they're standing on that side of the cashier till. So the sign says closed, and it says, "Please use other checkout." Now you can see, like, with this image here, that it's freaking this should be pretty damn obvious at this point. And I put it like at the very front, and as you can tell by this picture, there's very little space for anything else to be there. So, you know, and it's amazing. People stand there, and I generally walk to the other side of the till because I leave the sign closed there, right? I'm not gonna like open it up, because and the way the layout is structured, it's like if people actually come to the other till, they flow out the other way so they don't run into each other on the way out. So it goes like in a circle loop like that, rather than like them trying to like go one going this way and then this one gets his stuff, then he starts going this way and then just like badges through everybody. No, it goes like all the way out, and then like they go all the way around and then out like that. So, but you know, there's this huge sign, it's red, white text in their face, and they're just like standing there at the till, literally like, "Hey, can I get some service here?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I just go like, yeah, just come to the other side over there, that side's closed." As if like, you know, I'm trying to insinuate that, hey, yo, there's a sign there, it says closed, please use the other checkout. And obviously, because I didn't see you, like it's not like we don't have that much manpower where everybody can attend one thing. So this is rather like crazy. Other instances is like, because I've been on the customer side too. Like, I dropped off my own medicine at the own place I pick up, and then at where I work or whatever, and because I have my own diseases such as arthritis and eczema, as you guys have seen. Like, most of the time I'm limping around. I was actually limping really hardcore earlier today, but I'm better now. I don't know what happened. This freaking body, freaking age is just taking its toll. I'm not even that old either. I'm just like in my 20s. Freaking hell. And like there's some other funny ass times was I don't know if people, seriously, like, this is why I'm very shocked, or just like I can't comprehend it. So early morning, I'm like opening shift or whatever for the store, and I'm waiting at the door or whatever after I rung the bell or whatever, and I'm standing on the door that says out, which so it'll open out towards me, but it's not like activated yet. And the store opens at like, say, 9 a.m. or whatever, for instance, or 10 a.m. I go in, I'm standing there, and then they're like, and then a customer comes up to me. I'm in uniform too, right? They're like, "Oh, are you guys closed today?" And I'm like, bro, ma'am, it's like sis, like freaking, it's 9 in the morning. Why would I be here in uniform? I'm not doing this for shits and giggles. Like, I'm here to work. And they're like, "Oh, are you guys closed today?" I'm like, "No, we're open at like, you know, it's like 8:30, right? I start at 8:30, but the store opens at like 9. So they're like, "Oh, are you closed today?" And I'm like, "No." Like, why am I wearing a uniform if we're closed today? And why am I here at this early in the day, like as if I had nothing else to do, be here? And on top of that, like before they asked me this, the best part is they tried to walk in through the door, and the door has like the fence locked on it, and it says in, right? Like just IN, like this is the indoor because it's automatic open, and then one's in and one's out. But what's even better is that in front of the in sign, it says open at 9 a.m. and it's like huge. It's right at their face, at eye level too. It's literally the first thing they see. So this woman, she walks into it, and then she has no language barrier. She had no accent or whatever. Very fluent in English. Spoke to me. It was like walks like almost into the door and is like just like surprised why it's not opening, right? And they're like, huh? They're like looking around a while. I'm just like, there's this sign right in front of them, literally, right in their face. It's like you're about to kiss it. And then like she stepped back a little bit, looked around, and then to the right, I know there's an even bigger sign. This is just escalating. So it's like there's a sign with pretty large text that's it's about this big and proportionate to my face. And then the one to the right, it's like this big and proportionate to my face. And it's a fair distance away, right? It's not like she's staring at it like so close where she can't see anything. So, and then afterwards, she finally asked me, I was like, "Oh, are you guys open today?" I'm like, "Yes, just not right now." I just point at the sign. I was like, "Oh, I didn't see." It's not that she didn't say, "Oh, I didn't see those." There was a few others that said, "Oh, I didn't see it," and I'm just like, really? It's like it's early in the morning. You should be wide awake, unless you've been staying up all night just to wait to get into this general store here. Like, holy crap, you've been camping the doors just to get in to buy who knows what. It's just a general store. So, oh man, like people don't read signs. I mean, the first thing you learn in elementary school, like, I don't know if reading is like an omission in learning these days or in education, but because I've been out of school for a while, and it's because I'm working on like my own career now. But like seriously, the first thing you learn in elementary school is one-liner text, and that's literally what you see in signs, one-liner text. And this is for the people who don't read. If you're one of them, I'm so sorry if this video offended you in any way. It's just like because like you can make your life simpler is what I'm trying to get at if you just read these signs that are set up there to actually direct where you're supposed to go or for whatever reason, right? So, you know, when you follow like a system or whatever that's really efficient, everything will get done a lot quicker. But the whole point of this vlog was to, like, you know, I want you all to know that like you'll come across a lot of people that don't read these signs, but if you just like observe around a little bit, just a little bit, like it's not even that much. It's not like trying to solve like a math problem or whatever. It's just read like one line text. It's like go here or whatever. But for these like I come across this a lot. This is why I'm making a video about it. It's so much that I'm scared to go outside anymore because I feel like it's the apocalypse of the intelligence going bye-bye. Like I swear, if I set up a stand for the people who don't read and I put like come here for $1,000 or whatever, I'm not gonna actually do that. But I mean, like, I'm pretty sure if I put like come here for $1,000, they'd see it immediately. But like for something else that'll speed up like time, because time to me is like money as well. It's like a luxury. It's you spend your time with, like I spend my time with friends very valuably. And if I miss out on like an outing with a friend or whatever, I feel like complete crap. So it's like you want to yield the most out of your time, right? So when you're in like these kinds of small situations or whatever, you're reading the sign or whatever, gets you through really, really quick, gets you to what you need really quick. It's kind of like even when I go to a doctor. When I go to a doctor, I generally like write down what I'm feeling in a list. Like I'm feeling like this. I'm feeling like shit. My hip hurts. It hurts on a scale of like 7 out of 10. And it's like extremely like discomforting and really, really uncomfortable and almost unbearable. And like, please give me a painkiller or something. And then, or other than that, it's like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with my skin. It's like, this is what's going on with it for the past weeks. and you know, can you do anything about it? If not, can you bring me to a specialist kind of thing? So my appointments go like super fast with a doctor. And it's not like I web diagnose myself, because like a doctor's opinion is like way better than anything else, because they studied that shit for like 6, 8, 10 years or whatever. So they definitely should know what they're talking about compared to what I know. But like, I just tell them how I'm feeling really quickly. I don't wait until I'm actually in their room. I start writing it down on my phone. I mean, everybody's got a smartphone these days. Just pull out a notepad and just like list it out. You know, set things up to be easier for yourself, right? Like especially like signs. So like one other story is that when I went to bubble tea house with one of my closer friends, the first sign literally was, so like the layout of the store is here, I'll draw it out for you. It's like over here. So no, it's over here, yeah. And then so like what happens was we walk through the door and there's like a crowd of people at the door, right? But the first thing you see is like a sign that says, please put your name down with the hostess or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh shit, I'm like, there's so many people there, right? So I just walked straight out to the waitress and I was just like, how long is it for 2 people, right? And they're like, oh, 10, 15 minutes. I was like, oh, that's not very long at all. I was like, what the hell's going on? It was like, there's like a crowd of people here and it's like full house inside. And I was like 10, 15 minute wait for 2. I'm just like, I thought it'd be like way longer. And what happened was that those people in the front, they're like all youngins or whatever, right? Youngins, God, I must be old now. Freaking. But no, they're just like teenagers or something or whatever. And apparently they weren't one huge group. They were all like pairs. So like guy and guy or like guy and girl or whatever. It's like they're probably just like girlfriends or whatever, or like just pals hanging out or whatever. And we got in there after them, but we got seated before them. And I don't blame the restaurant, but like, because the restaurant was really, really busy, right? Like full house, and they only had like 2 waitresses or whatever, and like one or 2 guys in the back like making like the drinks or whatever. So there's obviously like not really any at the front. So you just actually have to like just hey, like just get your attention to the server or whatever. And then we put our names down, and then they called us to our table, and then one of the guys in the back that was in that crowd was like, hey, we got there before you guys, like in Chinese or it's like, hey, or whatever. I was like, what? and then my friend was like, did you put your name down over there? And the guy was like, no. In like Chinese or whatever, right? Oh man, holy shit, my friend went ape shit on them. It just like burn the fuck out of them. They went on like some crazy Chinese insulting whatever. Like they're very like Chinese fluent. My Chinese is shit. It's only good for basic conversation. And yeah, they just blew up like crazy, right? But like in the end, like obviously like the situation was that like those guys got really angry, and then obviously my friend like talked the shit down out of them because he called out on their stupidity for not putting their name down, right? And that's really their own damn fault. So because there was a huge sign, like it was like black Sharpie text on white cardboard background with glossy paper, so it's freaking shiny. It's the first thing you see too when you walk in. So it was a little amazing how like we thought those guys were like leaving, right? And they're just loitering in the lobby, but apparently they were waiting for seats. So, and I only thought to myself, I'm like, man, how entitled are these bitches? Freaking obviously, if you have a little like judgment, if you have a little like observant of the situation, you can obviously tell the restaurant's hella busy. The people in there don't have time to like tend to the people at the front. They already have enough clientele, so obviously you just have to like, you know, you can see that they're busy, like they're crazy fucking busy. And then there's people like they have to get their drinks too and everything. So it's just, you know, I'm not going to be unreasonable and be a complete asshole to the servers and whatever. But I mean, they had the sign there, so I'll never understand it, guys. But you know, that's the story here. It's just, you know, read the simple signs when you're in those situations. You know, generally make your life really, really easier. It's like if somebody breaks the line or it's like, hey, get the fuck back there. Like I would go crazy, especially like if they thought like, you know, they deserve to be in front of me or whatever. That's because that's like a statement saying like, oh, my time is worth more than yours or whatever, right? And that's what I meant by like time is worth like a lot more than actual money. It's a luxury that you should yield the most out of, and you should value it, guys. That's all I can tell you in this. So guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye for now. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. So, you know, just one last thing. Just wanna, you know, Don't you just hate it when you line up in that stupid long line at like any kind of restaurant or fast food place or whatever, and you line up for 20 minutes, the person in front of you who is also in that same line with you for 20 minutes, they have no idea what the hell they want at the cashier till. They have 20 minutes to decide. What the fuck?